Hi everyone, yesterday, April 9th, I went to the E-Show Next Barcelona 2025. The event took place at Fira Barcelona in the first pavilion, and big names in the e-commerce industry were exhibiting. I use the word exhibiting lightly though, because most of the stands were made up of a nice visual background with a headline and some logos. A few leaflets on the front desk, maybe a screen or an iPad to gather lead information, but most companies only show the nitty-gritty on their laptops. So you are not bombarded with impressive demos on huge screens like at a video game conference. It's more like localized business talks. As a developer, I didn't see many groundbreaking features being displayed, but overall the event was a good time spent out of the studio. I went there expecting to meet some like-minded people and maybe find some project opportunities. And it didn't disappoint. I could be considered an expert in the field, though I mainly use SilverShop, a module for SilverStripe that are heavily customized with in-house coded modules, like multi-currency support with auto-conversion using exchange rates gathered from an API. There are many things I've been able to do with that system, like Printful, Mailchimp and Stripe integrations, custom multi-step checkouts, booking systems, and basically custom everything. But that's not a sponsor of the event, and SilverShop isn't really pushed by SilverStripe anyway. Still, it's my favorite system to work on, especially considering the ultra-fast loading times, since it doesn't come packed with bloat. That's why I consider myself a bit of an anomaly in that ecosystem. I'm SilverStripe all the way. But thanks to the APIs, we can integrate a lot of things like payment gateways and whatnot, so I'm only half of an alien here. So yeah, I'm still familiar with systems like BigCommerce and PrestaShop, and there's also a long list of payment gateways like Lira and MultiSafePay. There are systems for buy now, pay later like Klarna and ScalerPay, and fast checkout systems like Simpler, which made a bold claim of having, I quote, the world's fastest checkout, supposedly allowing new clients to complete their first order in under 60 seconds, with a conversion rate increase of 35%. I may test this in a later video and compare it with Stripe Link, but for now I'll take their word for it. OmniWallet offers an omnichannel loyalty program for customers. Speaking of Klarna, there was a huge VIP chill-out space sponsored by them. Next to it was another stage for more tech talks. Walking through the aisles was chill, nobody bumped into the camera or anything. Everything was well organized. Stands were easy to find. Overall, it was a pretty pleasant space to be in. You could even learn how to DJ in less than 5 minutes. I may investigate many brands I'd never heard of through their websites. I guess DFC allows you to dropship hot wings from Asia? I'm just joking, but I also looked into the tech hubs in Barcelona, and Tech Barcelona seems to be one of them. But eShow Next isn't only about showcasing companies. There were many presentations on subjects like SEO for e-commerce, Amazon-related strategies, lead generation, digital marketing, and so on. Bizum for e-commerce is also a thing, the payment system through text messages, but I just couldn't focus on what the speaker was saying for some delightful reasons. I didn't follow much of it, not that I didn't find it interesting, but the event being held in a pavilion meant the acoustic management was pretty much non-existent. That means the noise coming from the crowd blended with the speakers, making it barely audible. Some acoustic panels would have made a big difference, but I guess that wasn't their main concern. Anyway, I'm just being nitpicky. These guys, though, with the stylish Kick Your Sass design and QR code, have mastered the art of useful branding. Simple but efficient. Coming back to exhibitors, I have to give a shout out to Ringover for offering a little drink. They provide AI-driven omnichannel communication with analytics, call recording, and transcripts. I'm not sure if they have an actual AI agent, but from what I gathered on their website, they seem to be a great help in recruitment and customer support, especially where after-call time management is crucial. I bookmarked this company for further investigation, after sampling delicate slices of meat from the BigCommerce stand. Speaking of food, let's not forget the guys at Eco Burger, shout out to them. So basically, I spent a good part of the event pleasantly lightheaded, courtesy of the princess. In terms of breakthroughs, at least all the AI-generated content for product listings. I'm on the fence about AI though, I believe some things should be kept to humans, but let's not get down that rabbit hole for the time being. Also, AI-driven distribution channels like Shopping Feed, I don't know enough about it yet, but I've also bookmarked it.
B. Apollo focuses on AI and data optimization. As with most AI companies, the offer isn't always crystal clear at first glance, but judging by their client list, this seems 100% legit. There were also some logistic partners with 3PLs like Hive, which had a nice colorful stand with good vibes. Octopia went with a more traditional corporate call scheme. Delivery management backends like Deliveria were also there. CTT Express handles deliveries for the Iberian side of Spain. I'll check them out just because their branding is on point. Amazon Shipping had some sort of presence, though I'm not sure if it was actually a stand or just a place to sit down and have a chat. Anyway, let's not forget all the friendly conversations happening in every corner, especially later in the day when it was easier to hear your neighbor. One system I'll keep in mind is OkTicket. You just take a picture of your ticket and the software handles the accounting. It's mainly aimed at nomad workers always on the road. And obviously there were some creative web agencies specialized in e-commerce. I don't have to promote other agencies, but here we are. I really had a good time at eShow Next, not that I've learned much to be honest. Most of the same info can be found online anyway, but meeting people in person is great and I ended up having a nice chat with the team at Store Commander. They offer a powerful back-office management system for PrestaShop and Shopify. So thanks eShow Next Barcelona for the invitation, shout out to them and everyone, and see you in the next one. Peace.